Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter caught me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend, and just in time too, as you have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Oh, Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it into the newspaper for safekeeping.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What do they say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now. You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're beckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think. Ah, do you remember this case?
Hawks and Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art, until you stepped in.
That's right! Kept this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring. One of Frumple's many teacups. Now to pour some out for the good doctor. One of Frumple's many teacups. And in with the tea. One of Frumple's many... I'll take this, good for the old bones, you know. Put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. It takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. I tried to go for a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilfrey's Island.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, in a bit of a jam here.
Good day to you, sir.
Bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. Shouldn't take it out on you like, but he's going to drink me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so, quite the predicament. So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's, but I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade, serving the sailors and dock workers, even if we have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time.
I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out to the island.
So this is your establishment?
Indeed so.
I say, Winklebottom.
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fella.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. And my spare key is in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there?
Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's the window on the right up there. Not the left one. That leads to the hallway and we had it sealed up, as it lets a proper terrible draught in right through the pub. We catch our death if you open that one.
Oh, well, I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach. Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not. One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. I'm not quite sure what I want this for, but want it I do.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
My steadfast companion and colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple. Any ideas, old thing?
We should probably check around for this Walters fellow we got the tickets from.
Let's take this with us, just in case. I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good man.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him till he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
I have a ticket for conveyance.
That layabout.
I say, Winklebottom.
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Don't much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hooves, don't you know?
Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here solidify. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit. You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off you.
Ah, smell that, my friend.
Ah, disgusting smell. Gone to bide seawater. Tried to swim in the sea on my holiday to Blackpool and got a mouth of the filthy stuff. Disgusting.
Well, you should really keep your head above the water, you know.
Easy for you to say. My head is rather closer to my body than yours. No, I'll stick to good old-fashioned wallowing, thank you very much.
Ah, perhaps this is the vessel Mr. Walters will be using to convey us to Guilfrey's Island.
Dash well hope not, what with that blasted great hole in the side of it.
A boat hook. This should come in handy. Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves. Lord Winklebottom committing common... Right then, this should do the trick.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub.
Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh?
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, you hear?
Keep your snout out me business. I be leaving in me own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail the ship.
Aye, what is it?
Greetings, my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
Then you want to take us to the Isle of Bargast?
Nope, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today. Not for you nor anybody else.
I say, you rotter, we have tickets, you know. Paid for in advance.
Nar.
Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets and you will jolly well sail us out to that island. Dash it all.
I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty seawater. And hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
Dashed inconvenient if you ask me. Now look here, you bounder.
I won't.
Ironic that a man...
Dashed inconvenient.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear thanks to all that beer.
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
I don't know about you, Frumple, but I'm a touch perturbed about the competence of our sozzled sailor.
Chap must be completely half-cut if he drunk that lot.
These are made by the finest craft sauces.
I say, Winklebottom, this fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh what?
Yes, very good, Frumple. I say, barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway.
Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
How can I help you, sir?
I wonder what you can tell us about the sailor who's been slumped over that table over there.
The bane of my bleeding existence, that's what he is. He's cleared me out. Can you believe it? Drunk all my bleeding beer he has.
Very bothersome, I'm sure. I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way. Cost me money, that does. And with that waste of space drinking me out of house and home, I need to save every last shilling. Gonna have to get a lot colder before I start a fire.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
Shifty looking sort if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them is almost not animal.
Now let's see if we can't get this window open. No, it's no good. Stuck fast.
Give it another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more... Oh. Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still got the job done, what?
I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
A roaring hot fire.
Gives the place a rather cosy feel, eh, what?
A roaring hot...
Gives the place a rather...
A painting of a ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Probably for the best. I wouldn't hang anything valuable in this place, not with their clientele.
These are made by the finest... I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical. Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it, naturally.
Fella's probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I lose a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that Puffin fellow was asking for.
Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that Puffin fellow was asking for.
Here you are. A barrel. It's made of wood.
It's a good effort, but I can't very well plug this hole with a whacking great barrel now, can I? Maybe if you broke it up or something.
I have reservations about doing this. You know, Vrumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the...
Excuse me, sir, would you mind... I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter, I'm giving well away.
I'm really not sure what the plan...
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in this thing, eh?
Quite so, old man. Now to heat this poker up somewhat. Yes, this has done the trick splendidly.
Be careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your britches.
Right then, Frumble, just watch this. Yes, The hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious niff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need it.
I have reservations about...
This is just what I need. I could use this to waterproof the repair.
Here you are. A barrel.
It's a good effort, but I can't very well plug this hole with a wacky great barrel now, can I? Maybe if you broke it up or something.
No. Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that Puffin fellow was asking for.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. The fellow over there is proving a bit troublesome.
Oh, him? He's harmless, really. At least as long as you don't greatly value your eyeballs.
Delightful.
You'll not be getting anything out of him till he's got his morning drink inside of him. And I'm not talking about coffee, if you take my meaning.
I see. Well then, thank you for your time. This seems unlikely to be effective. A rum jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum.
How can I help you, sir?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, I suppose you did help me get back into my pub. Fine, you can have the bleeding thing. On the house, like.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
We should take our reward with us.
Yar! What terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already. Quake, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer. Just 1 minute. Don't think you can pinch me point just because I be looking the other way. That be mine, you great thieving scallywag. Who's off it? Ah, 'twas but a false alarm. Yar! What terrible siren! Quake, you rapacious rap!
The sailor's glass of beer. One would hope it is last.
Ah, 'twas but a false alarm.
Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst.
I say, he nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably. Though I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here. Now this fellow has calmed down, I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see? Doesn't mind a bit. No, sorry. I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Well, can we discuss this? Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting... Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that Puffin fellow was asking for.
I might be able to get some seawater in this, if only I could get it low enough. It's no good, the rope can't get any purchase on the smooth glass bottle. I have reservation. I might be able to get some seawater in this, if only I could get it low enough. No.
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat.
Quite so, old man. Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that Puffin fellow was asking for.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Well, can we discuss... Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of...
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Right then, Frumple, let's see what... Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel, and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. No other doctors around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Will this do the job?
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat. First class job. Even if I do say so myself.
Well, nobody else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
Oi, what is it?
I say, old boy, we have a permit here. You're free to leave the docks whenever you wish.
Does that long neck of yours make you hard of hearing or something? I already said I'll not be leaving here while I still have me drinks.
I say, this is just too much. You, sir, are a cad, a bounder, a dashed rotter, hang it all.
Steady on there, old boy. Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear, thanks to all that beer.
Yar! What? Quick, you rapacious rascal! What's that noise? Hey, get your pilfering port! Ah, 'twas but a false alarm.
a number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up. Any ideas, old thing?
Need to get that sailor fellow to do his job. Have a word with him and see if there's anything we can use to get him out of the pub.
Oi, what is it?
I say, old boy, we have a permit here. You're free to leave the docks whenever you wish.
Does that long neck of yours make you hard of hearing or something? I already said I'll not be leaving here while I still have me drinks.
I say, this is just too much. You, sir, are a cad, a bounder, a dashed rotter, hang it all.
Steady on there, old boy. Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse.
I've tied the ropes with the handle of this. Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope and... yes! We now have a jug full to the brim with salty seawater.
Ah, what? Quick, you rapacious...
Quickly, while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Ah, what be this foul flavour? Oh, me last beer is ruined, and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
Do I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Join me to the docks then.
Aye, I'd be waiting at me vessel. Make it quick, mind you.
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits.
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little...
Quite so. Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Aye, that it be. And what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor for hire in the dock right now, so you don't have a choice.
That's not terribly reassuring.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All me permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Barghest.